Moments earlier tonight on Truth Social, President Trump announced that he has ordered the Department of War to start once again testing nuclear weapons and wants that process to begin immediately. He said the new testing program is in response to other nations testing their weapons. Here with a lot more on that as we await the start of this historic sit-down between the president and President Xi of China. We have Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas with us. Senator, good to have you. I can go back. I'll read the entire statement because I think it's deep and I think it's profound and I think it's important. And I think it really is a moment that we better pay very close attention to. And as blunt as the president was, he was blunt here. The U.S. has more nuclear weapons than any other country. This was accomplished, including a complete update and renovation of existing weapons during my first term in office. Because of the tremendous destructive power, I hated to do it, but had no choice. Russia is second. China is a distant third, but will be even within 5 years. Because of other countries' testing programs, I've instructed the Department of War to start testing our nuclear weapons on an equal basis. That process begins immediately. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Your take on that.
Arkansas, for instance, he's very worried about our manufacturers who've had lost so many jobs over the last few decades to China. He's worried that China has developed genuine leverage over the United States in some critical points like rare earth elements that are so vital to modern manufacturing. China has done this by waging economic war against our farmers and our manufacturers and our high-tech industry for decades. For too long, we turned the other cheek and didn't pay attention to it. We acquiesced to it. Thankfully, President Trump is not doing that. He's standing up to China. You and I, and frankly, no one can know exactly what will be accomplished this morning because, as they say, nothing is settled until everything is settled. But fortunately, President Trump is going in clear-eyed and hard-nosed.
That gave him leverage. I believe all of these maneuvers, put him in a much better negotiating position, no? I mean, of course, the development here domestically.
Making sure that we have supply chains for vital products that are not dependent upon China. So today's news about another trade deal in South Korea is a great gust of wind in our sails as President Trump sits down with Xi. And again, I know that we can't say exactly what's going to happen. Nothing is settled until everything is settled. But I know that he's going in very clear.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah Bahashim Rucha HaKodash. And double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, brethren, your affiliates. Shalom to the elect. So, real quick, this is probably going to be a short video because I don't normally do videos like this unless I feel the spirit to do so. So, this video, Donald Trump says he's testing nuclear missiles, weapons again. My question is where they're being tested. I know they was tested in Vegas somewhere or I don't know, this stuff gets in the atmosphere. I remember looking at the Tsar bomb that Russia was testing back in the 60s, and now they got weapons that look like, I mean, it's one globe, it's one planet. We know, us in the truth, we know Babylon, this place is going to be destroyed. But, I mean, goddamn, how many missiles do you need? I mean, that can destroy cities. You got one missile that can destroy a whole city, quite a few cities. So, anyway, there was a lie in there, and I'll get to that in a second. Let's go to Jeremiah 51:9. Trump straight lie. What do you expect from a felon? Right? We would have healed Babylon, but she cannot be healed. Forsake her. Let us go everyone into his own country. For a judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. So, yeah, when them bombs hit, everybody ain't going to want to be here when the missile's ready to drop, right? So, let's look up some, what they call that? Census or whatever you want to call it, statistics. I asked, by the way, I asked 2 different chats. This is Claude. I like this one, right? The United States and Russia have by far the most nuclear weapons of any countries in the world. And as of recent estimates, Russia has approximately 5,000 580 nuclear warheads. The United States, 5,044. Now, Russia has always been ahead, so I don't get that. Russia will go broke just to build those goddamn missiles, man. And another thing, who gives these statistics? So they make these missiles, and then they come to a forum, and everybody sits down. Oh, by the way, we got 5,580 missiles. Oh, by the way, we got 5,044 missiles. Come on, man. And the people believes this. When I was young, I believed all of it. But who knows? Could be true. I doubt it, but could be. Anyway, the Lord may have wanted it to be revealed. But I don't think Russia's going to tell you actually how many missiles they got. Isn't that leaking government information? Yeah. I mean, to take a country, steal a land over hundreds of years and create this kind of weaponry. This is why the Lord's going to have to destroy this. Let's go to AI. It says, now this have different numbers, right? Russia has the most nuclear weapons with estimates around 5,459 to 5,580 warheads, followed by the United States, which estimates 5,177 to 5,225. Maybe Trump's trying to cut the EBT to help build some more weapons. Who knows? Maybe trying to cut the jobs, cut the EBT. Trump is like this man, this is all set. We should know that, there's strings behind him pulling, but they let him have a little free reign, right? This man is like a death gladiator. He wants to just destroy, right? To get whatever the hell he needs to get. It don't matter, right? He doesn't, he's a competitive president. He wants to be he wants to be the top dog. And it don't matter if I got to cut everything to protect the American soil, right? And this is what happened. This is what happened with EBT and everything else. Spoiled. Everybody's get spoiled. And now here he comes trying to clean it up. So-called. So anyway, let's get second. What I got? Revelation 14:8. It says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is falling, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. So it's too late now. You can't clean this up. This debt we're in, right, which is false debt if you ask me, but it's a debt, and it's used as a tool to bring in more agendas. We know that. Like, one is the mark of the beast. But, let's go to 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he is as God, that sitteth in the temple of God, shewing himself that he is God. And this is what he did. He ruined many nations, came with his policies, fake things, and then sat up on the throne and said, well, I'm God. You need my help. This is what I'll do. But secretly creating order at Abkeo, creating situations, and then coming back with a solution and said, yeah, this is what we need to do to fix this crisis. Kind of like when they throw all the styrofoam in the ocean and they destroy the world with all the junk and trash in the islands with the poison GMO, right? That now the insects, you just stripped it of its vital compound, and now the insects, even though it grows, think it's dead. So they come with more solutions to fix that, right? Just like all that trash in the water, all the so-called space trash. Then here they come. We need to clean it up. And they blame everybody else for it except themselves. Hell, they'll blame black people, so-called black people, for trash in the hood. When they're the creators of trash. Snickers wrappers, Dunkin' Donuts boxes, falling all over out of the trash can. Nobody's picking it up. All right. And this man builds stuff and add additions onto the White House. Maybe that's what the EBT cuts was for. I don't know. Right? It says, who oppose him and exalt himself that is called God. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. Oh, yeah, more reincarnation. We're reading this now, right? And now you know that withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. It's being revealed. For the mystery of iniquity, lawlessness doth already work. See, this country or this place, what it does, it goes around with clever devices, destroy people, right? And then come with particular solutions, right? Kind of like the EBT thing again, food stamps, cash benefits, child support, and then they allow women to run rampant collecting child support. Then they allow these women to take this child support and do whatever the hell they want to do with it, kind of like weaves. And, oh, you white women aren't exempt either. You too. You took that money and you bought things that you want to buy, them fancy coats and glorious shoes and boots. And then when the system is totally destroyed and then they lose money, then they come with these solutions like Section 8 and various others. After they destroyed everything, then they come try to clean it up. You funded all these people this money, especially these women, to break up the families, to cause more chaos, all to come back in later after you done did your dirty deeds and then take everything away. And this is what Esau does, right? He destroys the earth. He tears everything apart. And then you have this man, what is his name? The Gates, who decides, hey, we need to block out the sun to make a better life. Yeah. Anybody that wicked is wicked as hell. Anyway, the mystery of his iniquity doth already work. It's the mystery of his iniquity. You people think it's beneficial, and it's not. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Right? Even him who cometh after the workings of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, all in the matter of protecting national soil. I don't understand how you steal something, destroy something, and not only did you steal it, you didn't even preserve it. You didn't even take care of it. Horrible stewards of the planet. And with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Talking about our own people. And for this cause, God send them a strong delusion that they should believe a lie. So you got people who are our own people who will stand on both sides of the fence. Either they're Democrats or the Republicans. It's all the same mess. The Democrats was used to just help you live a little more comfortable in your hell, run up a debt, and then the Republicans come and snatch everything away from your so-called black asses. Anyway, it's all wicked, right? They're the Republicans, so-called, the ones trying to clean everything up. Then they have the excuse, blame the Negroes, blame the EBT. They always want handouts when there's more white people on it than so-called black people. Anyway, and for this cause God shall send them a strong delusion that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believeth not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. That's why these nuclear missiles is going to come and destroy you, your weaves, your car with 28s, right? With rims with a nice system in it. All of it's going to burn up. All vanity of vanities. Isaiah 34:4. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and it says, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. Meaning, dead simple, That's how simple and easy it's going to be, right? This is what it's compared to. Let me read it again. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. This is a nuclear destruction. And all their hosts shall fall down, as a leaf falleth off from a vine, like a just drop off the vine, and as a falling fig from the tree. Just that quick, just that simple, right? So this is what it is. This is what it is. And the Lord is bringing judgment. This man is now, he wants to keep up, right? This man is prepared for war. He doesn't care. He's a madman. He's set up to be one. I remember hearing a story of the elites. I'm not going to go too deep in it and who it was. You know what I mean by elites, small hat, cheap suits, where they said they're done with America and they don't care if it burns up. They understand the prophecy too. The problem is they think they're going to escape, but we're going to fish them out of the holes of the rocks, right? And they're going to clean up, right? Let me see if I can get that. Holes of rocks. Trying to remember where that was. Is it Jeremiah 16? I haven't read that in years. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord. Like when you take the fishing hook and go throw it, and they shall fish them. And after, will I send for many hunters. So we've all come into the truth. This is what we're doing. The elect is waking up. And they shall hunt them from every mountain. In this man from the mountains, look at his infrastructure. Look at how everything is built. Go to any city. Bird's eye view, man's eye view, turtle eye view. All you see is rocks. The clefts of rocks, right? And from every hill and out of every holes of the rocks. Esau, you lived deliciously for a long time, man. Your time is almost up. It's really up. It's just a matter of transfer of rulership when all these things start happening, coming to pass. And you got to say that all these people, this testing, where is this going to be done at? I remember Pastor Rumlup said years back when I first came into truth, if you leave it to Esau, we wouldn't even have clean air. We're going to have to use oxygen masks and tanks just to breathe. I never forgot that statement. And looking at the trails in the air, you have a difference between condensation trails and chemical trails. Condensation trails break up. Like when you start your car cold in the morning, it smokes, it dissipates. That's what you see in airplanes when it's flying and you see the smoke come out, but then it evaporates. But when it stays, there's a problem. So I'll have on that. Shalom.